Tonight is about optimism. We stand at a crossroads tonight, where the answers we seek to fighting this horrible disease are actually within our grasp. Now, we know we can do it, but it's a long and very specific road. And as we saw in the video, we have to forge an alliance with a biotech partner. Our expansion with international partners is a vital part of that. So, to be blunt, no biotech company will give their best minds to discovering a treatment or a cure for a cause that isn't felt internationally. What I'm saying is there's not a single biotech company that will help what we're trying to do unless it is a cause that affects millions of people around the world, and this is that cause. So to tell us more, please welcome NDF Board Co-Chair of the Neuromuscular Disease Foundation. Please make this room feel very warm right now for Tricia Mullins, everybody. Tricia Mullins, please.
Good evening, everyone. First, thank you. Kayvon said it best. It is about optimism. As an organization dedicated to GNE myopathy and rare disease patients, our efforts in advocacy are a critical component in everything we do. The Neuromuscular Disease Foundation patient advocacy and outreach programs are vital components to our mission. To this end, we are now an international organization, and what we are accomplishing is remarkable. It is crucial that we all understand the correlation between science and international awareness. We aren't expanding for the sake of expanding. The impact created by the expansion initiatives creates change on a number of levels. The first is the most basic. It's awareness of the problem. This leads to better recognition and ultimately better diagnoses. Our NDF advocacy programs have done so much to raise our profile in the scientific sector and to connect patients around the world. Most importantly, our NDF advocacy programs have engaged patients to the NDF Global Registry, ultimately creating even more data in GNE myopathy and a demonstrated need for biotech partners to engage with NDF. This year, as part of the NDF Patient Advocacy and Outreach Program, we launched our first impact challenge among our global patient community, called the NDF All-Stars. Patients from all around the world were encouraged to create measurable impact in their respective home countries. It's a far cry from just Beverly Hills. In addition to fundraising, we asked patients to identify and register new patients into our database with the assistance of their local physicians, healthcare providers, and others. Our Impact All-Stars were tireless in their efforts. They spoke at conferences all over the globe, educating doctors and other healthcare providers about GNE myopathy, what it is and how to say it, attending events on behalf of NDF, and creating awareness and educational opportunities about GNE myopathy in their home countries. I'm super excited and delighted to have our 2019 Impact Award recipients with us tonight and acknowledge their important work on behalf of the Neuromuscular Disease Foundation in order to expand our global footprint. To introduce them, would love to have NDF's Chief Operating Officer, Nancy Lurie, come to the stage and introduce the award recipients.
Thank you. Our patients are our true partners in advocacy. Let's meet our NDF All-Stars and tell you some of what they've been able to accomplish. In third place, Kelly Ma, our newest certified patient advocate, is representing NDF in Taiwan and China. Earlier this year, Kelly traveled to China on behalf of NDF, where she educated doctors there about HIBM and located 25 previously unknown to us patients who, thanks to her efforts, are now included in our patient registry. No small feat, Kelly. In second place, Mona Patel, our CPA in England. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here to join us tonight, but among her many efforts to make impact for the GNEM community, Mona was the recipient of the 2019 Inspire Women Award, and she and her husband Sanjay have created and participated in multiple fundraisers to generously benefit NDF. Our first place winner is our certified patient advocate from Israel, Maya Davidovich Cohen, the chairman of the GNEM HIBM organization in Israel. Honestly, her accomplishments from this year are too great to list, but highlights from this past year include working with us to bring to fruition our symposium that we held in Tel Aviv earlier this year, which brought patients and scientists together, registered many new patients into our database, and provided an important opportunity for us to collect samples for our biobank. Additionally, she launched her own fundraising page and encouraged others in Israel to do the same. And if that wasn't enough, just last week she gave a presentation entitled The Power of Patients at the International Conference on Rare Diseases and Orphan Drugs, all as a representative of NDF. Amazing. Finally, a special mention to Tara Vogel. Tara, along with Amy Curran, who couldn't be here tonight, serve as our patient advocacy program managers right here in the United States. They work with and support patients worldwide, helping us plan our monthly cognitive wellness meetings and educational webinars. We couldn't serve the needs of our patients without their unique perspective and unwavering support. We thank them and all of our certified patient advocates around the world for their partnership.
Well, thank you, everyone. I would really like to thank Nancy Laurie for all her efforts. It takes a village not only to put on an event like this, but at the day-in, day-out operations of NDF. So thank you, Nancy, for all you do. I would also like to thank Lolly Welsh. It is because of her tireless efforts, day in, day out, to drive engagement with all of the NDF stakeholders, the researchers, the physicians, the patients, the biotech partners. And as board members of NDF, we realize all of your efforts to attract some of the finest researchers and biotech partners for a potential cure. And we're also very grateful. Please, round of applause for the entire NDF team. Thank you.